So, here are three things that I want you to think about before you start your New Year's resolutions in January. My name is Eddie, and I am a trauma therapist and mom coach, and I help moms regulate their nervous system through lifestyle tips and tricks. So, one of the biggest things that I find with clients towards the end of the year is that, like, either Black Friday has happened and they bought a course or they bought a thing and they just like have this vision that they are going to like finally get their ish together, right? They're just like, this is the year I get healthy. And so maybe they've like bought a health course like a couch to 5K app or whatever was on sale. This is the time that I'm finally gonna, get my money situation together, and like they get a QuickBooks subscription or something like that, right? Like you're just very excited and you're motivated for, like, you're starting to think about your New Year's resolutions, right? The problem is that you have not either become very clear about what the actual vision is. Is it that I want to run a 5K or I want to run a half marathon? Is it that I want to have $10,000 saved up in the bank? Is it that I want to, like, whatever it is, become very much more clear about what it is that you want in 2026, as opposed to just being like, I just want to get healthier, or I want to like finally, get my financial house in order, or I finally want to lose the weight. It's like, that's great, but you're not really giving your reticular activating system the capacity and the opportunity to be like, well, what does that mean? I don't have instructions, right? Like, I don't have instructions. Like, you're saying all of these things. So give me instructions. That's one. Part two is be prepared for the sabotage that's going to happen when you all of a sudden have this bright idea to do this great thing, right? Your current version of yourself is like, no, the heck we aren't. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going there, right? You have this great idea, but you haven't checked into what that decision actually means, right? And this is where like a brain dump is great, because if you say, I want to save $10,000, next year, what does that mean? What does that look like? Hey, that might mean that we have to not go out as much. That might mean that we have to look at where we can increase, like we might have to increase our income. We might have to look at, getting a side hustle. And you have to present your brain and your body with all of these possibilities, because your current version is like, oh, I don't want to have to work more. I don't want to have to do all this stuff. Well, it's going to be hard. Like, right, like you're not even priming the parts of you that are going to have to deal with the discomfort. You're not even priming your subconscious and your brain and your body for, like, you mean we won't be able to do pizza Fridays? Like, right? Like, you have to like begin to prime yourself and your brain for what this means to save $10,000, to lose 20 pounds. What does that mean? We're going to have to change something. What is that change, right? And then being prepared for like not only the internal battle that it's like, I'm not, no, but you're then the external struggle from like your loved ones who are like, what do you mean we're not doing Pizza Friday anymore? What do you mean we're not like going out? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And then like the pushback, right? Because the internal part of you is less like, this is what she's saying. And mom and grandma and husband and boyfriend are right. Like, we are going to miss out, right? So you need to prepare yourself for the internal dialogue and the external dialogue of what is going to happen. And third, you need to try out the thing, right? Because all of a sudden, you're not going to wake up on January 1st. And if you've never learned how to save money, all of a sudden be like, great, it's January 1st. This is where we start saving $10,000, right? You don't have the skill set. You don't have the knowledge yet. You don't have the instructions about how to go about doing it. What do you need to do? Oh, okay, maybe we're going to open up a checking account. Maybe we're going to, if we're losing weight, we're going to try fasting, or we're going to try Weight Watchers. And then do those things at the end of the year. Do these things in December and try it out, because you might be like, I tried fasting and this was not for me. I tried it. I gave it a good like week. I gave it a good 10 days. I gave it a good like whatever, 14, 2 weeks, whatever. And it's not for me. You try it out. And then you can then say, okay, like, well, we're going to try out Weight Watchers, or we're going to try doing this, or we're going to like we're just going to keep reading and we're going to keep learning but you're going to try these things out before you just all of a sudden hit the ground running. And I read it somewhere that, or I saw someone say, like, imagine that somebody says that, like, all of a sudden I'm going to invent this thing, and you've never invented a thing ever before in your life, or you've come close to like inventing something, but then you're saying, like, we're going to go all in, we're going to put all of our savings, all of our savings into inventing this thing. We're going to order 10,000, units of this thing that we've never actually tried or prototyped or tried out. So try it out first, and then allow yourself to say, like, okay, these are the pitfalls. This is where I went wrong. This is where I think I have to get better at it. And you start to do these things now, now, before you get to January 6th, where you're like, I think I've tried out something, and I think I want to try to do more of this in the new year. So try that out. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.